sent out. So yeah, I was trying to think of that too. I was like, crap, should I have done that in case I have to leave? So, and then I remember you can just use the little link.
We'll make it quick. So, okay, examples. Who had a good example? So our group 8, sorry, was oh crap, now I forget. It was copyright and fair use, right?
Yes, that qualifies under all 4 factors.
All 4, yeah.
What were the 4 factors? I can't even find them.
So it was in the PowerPoint that was attached in the preparation.
It makes sense. I haven't gotten to that yet. That
So
was like the next thing I needed to do.
That was in the book too. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 4 factors are the purpose and character of use, right? So how you're using this stuff, the nature of the copyrighted work, the amount and substantiality of the portion taken, and the 4th one's the effect of the use upon the potential market. So those are the 4.
One of the examples that they gave, I think it was in the PowerPoint or it could have been in a video I listened to, was like if BYU Idaho, instead of having people purchase books, if they copied one of the books that they purchased and made it available for everyone without paying for it, then that would be an infringement of copyright use under fair use. So it would be preventing them from making money on all the different copies that we would have to purchase.
So one of the examples, I think, was in the PowerPoint where they talk about, the teacher was talking about pictures of her baby, right? Because the baby's pictures are officially copyrighted by the photographer. And it walks through in the PowerPoint the specifics of, okay, who's going to benefit, all those, what's the purpose? What are you using the pictures for? What's the nature of the copyrighted work? The baby obviously is not copyrighted, but because the pictures are, you have to be careful with it. And then, the effect, all that kind of stuff. So it does a good job of kind of spelling it out if you haven't read that yet.
Yeah, I found the definition for it. It's on page 609. So it says this exception includes, among other things, limited reproduction for classroom purposes to determine whether the use is fair. These 4 factors are considered: A, purpose and nature of the use. Examples like nonprofit or educational versus commercial. Proportion and importance of the part used in comparison to the work as a whole. C, the nature of the work. And D, the use effects on the value of the work, including its potential market. Parody can be a fair use. So yeah, that was what my example was, a parody. Like I was using, I don't know if you guys have heard of like Weird Al Yankovic, like parodies on like a bunch of songs. So that's what I use for copyright and fair use. So using kind of comical kind of things.
So the example that I came up with is that if you're teaching a concept that somebody wrote a book on, so you're using it to teach, you can use an excerpt from the book in the class. You wouldn't want to use the whole book. And that by using an excerpt in the class, it might make some students that are more interested in that concept and pursuing it further to want to go out and purchase that book so that way they can have it for their future reference.
That was kind of similar to the one I had come up with. Mine was also based on a book where, say you're critiquing a written book or whatnot, you have the ability to quote portions of the book in your critique of it, because you're able to, if people are like, oh, hey, that's a good point, or hey, I want to read that and find out type of thing, it kind of can help the person as well. So that was kind of similar to what I had.
I did just kind of the parody as well, just like doing a 1-minute verse or a chorus or anything like that. You're just you're not taking the whole thing. You're not taking their words from the copyright. You're creating your own words. The only thing you're really using is the music. So it's not necessarily, so that's kind of you're not taking all of the material. You're just using part of it and it kind of went under the other things.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So kind of something I've just come up thinking about it. So my wife and I, we had a videographer at our wedding, and they put together a little 4-minute video of our wedding. And so the copyright would be, we can't go in and edit that video and change it, but we can use that whenever our personal use is, but we just can't change the material of it.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
So, just to clarify that, Corey, so how would you use it, in other words? So would you post it on Facebook and show people this is our wedding?
Yeah, exactly. And so we had permission to do that. We just had to tag the videographer in it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that promotes her business. Like, ooh, I really liked what they did. My friend's getting married next year. I'm gonna suggest they use her.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. So what do you want to use for an example?
I think either the parody or the wedding video would be good.
Hey, one's fine with me.
What do you think more people could relate to?
BYU Idaho, probably a wedding video, right?
Sure.
Dakota, what page did you say you found that definition on?
I think it was 609. Let me go back and double check. Yeah, 609.
All right. So what's the explanation we want to use?
An example that constitutes copyright fair use would be posting a video clip of a wedding reception, or was it the reception or the actual wedding? Both. But is it different because he got permission? Or would it still, suppose he didn't get permission, he just received that video clip along with his pictures from the videographer?
What do you mean?
So would it still be considered that you're using that under fair use if you hadn't asked for permission to post that on your Facebook page? Because of the purpose and character of the use, so you're using it to announce or show people your wedding. The nature of the copyrighted work would be a video clip, which you're using the whole clip, right? But you're referencing the videographer, so you're potentially drumming up more business for her. So in other words, you're not hurting her business or harming her business by doing that, right? Because people that went to your wedding aren't going to be wanting to purchase the video clip from her.
Yeah.
So does all that encompass the reasoning, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, that answers the four factors, sorry. The purpose, nature, the amount of substantiality, and the effect. So I think it covers all four. Let's see. So...
I don't know how we're going to formulate a question for the quiz based on.
I mean, we could just do a very simple question of which of the following is not one of the four things that constitutes fair use, and then just throw a bogus one in there.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a good idea.
I was trying to be more complex like some of the other questions.
Trying to make it easiest on us and the other groups.
Yeah. Maybe they'll
at least one.
I hope the other groups appreciate our questions.
Yeah.
Like, man, these guys make it easy. Like, maybe we should do that. The other goes in their brain.
Quitting. I ours is fairly simple and like straight to the point every time. But yeah, there's still people that do crazy, long, complicated ones.
There was one, not this past week, but the week before. I got 2 of them wrong, and I had 2 chances. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't even know where they were going with this question.
Yeah, sometimes I just go to the point. My God, it's just process of elimination. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one question last week that I think there was 1 word difference between 2 questions, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, I remember there was one question I had on one of the review questions where the answer was literally just no. And I was like, there's no way that would possibly be the right answer. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, all right. So I didn't get that one right. I was like, I didn't think it would be that one. Like, there was an explanation.
All right, so quiz question. How do we want to word that?
So what?
Which of the following is not one of the 4 principles of constituting fair use, or something like that?
Yeah.
So which of the following is not one of the 4 principles of fair use? Okay, so the correct answer would be the wrong answer, right?
Yeah.
So what do you want to put for the wrong answer? Using less than 50% of a quoted material? I don't know. Something like that, maybe.
I think that works.
Yeah.
Just something that has to be so much original.
So utilizing less than 50% of the original lyrics of a song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's that's good.
If I didn't read it, I would guess that is right and a part of
Yeah.
copyright. So
All right, so wrong answer 1, we could use purpose and character of use. Does that sound all right?
That's the right answer, though, right? Isn't it?
Yes, but it would be wrong in this case, right? Because if they select it, it'd be wrong.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep.
This is the way we've asked the question.
You always catch me on those.
I know. I've had to rethink that a couple of times.
Oh.
All right, so wrong answer 2. Nature of the copyrighted work.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute, I got these in the wrong spots here. Oops. All right, and then the third one.
The effect of the use upon the potential market.
I like that. All right. I think that's it.
Sweet.
All right, and so, Spencer, you think you'll be able to have that to him by tomorrow, that slide?
Yeah, for sure. And who's doing the screen recording of it?
Eric is.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
And where did you want? Do you want me to email the like script I write out directly to you, or do you want me?
Sure. Yeah, that'll work. You could put notes on it if you want, whichever's easier for you.
Okay,
Yeah, I
sounds
just
good.
put my little transcript on the bottom of my slide word, like in the little notes section.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
I typed out a couple of paragraphs, but you might want to shorten it
Yeah.
because it was a
That's-
lot. I'm like,
I get a little long-winded naturally, so sometimes I'm always like, crap, what can I cut out? So that's not a problem.
Yeah, I'll get that done by tomorrow.
That'll work. I'll get it put together Wednesday and submitted Wednesday, so we're good to go on that.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
so for next week's meeting, am I back up to running it, or is there somebody else that is being left out? I know we're taking turns. I just don't remember if it's back to me.
I think we're back to you.
I think
Okay.
so. Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'll set it up for next Monday at 7, right?
6.
7 your time, 5.
5.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
5 Mountain.
5 Mountain.
right. Okay.
All
See you
right.
then.
Dakota,
Wait,
send me that link, would you?
Yes, I can do that.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. See you later.
All right,
All right,
thanks.
see you guys.